welcome to my fucking YouTube. So, I know the background is a little fucking messy. We are currently dealing with a mold situation in our bedroom. So, we're living out here right now. This is the her, she's on the couch. So, because I had other plans tonight, but those plans fell through, I decided I'm gonna make a fucking story time on showgirling. Now, if you don't know what showgirling is a job that a lot of girls in Vegas have. I don't really know if it's anywhere else in the States or anywhere else in the world. Well, I know that it's other places in the world, but the type of showgirling I'm talking about is walking up and down the Strip or Fremont Street in costume, sexy costume, typically feathers, but sometimes you'll see girls walking around as like sexy cops or, you know, Playboy bunnies, etc., and taking pictures with people for tips. So I do this on the occasion. I used to do it a lot more. Somebody told me on my Instagram that I should make a story time video of, I guess, all the fucking crazy experiences I've had on the Strip or in Fremont, or just basically whenever the fuck I showgirl. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So we're just gonna jump right into it. The first story time I have is, or story I have, is getting kicked out of a McDonald's on the Strip by fucking police. So this wasn't because of me, it wasn't because of my partner, and you'll know that. Basically, what had happened was my partner and I'm not gonna say her name, we were working as usual, and it was nighttime, and nighttime is usually when the fucking crazies come out. I have most of my stories surrounding nighttime. We were hungry, and because our company doesn't care if we get food or not on the Strip, I was like, I need some McDonald's. And so it was the beginning of our shift, and the energy that week had just been kind of like fucked up. Like, I don't know, there was something in the air that week. It was kind of fucked up. We go into McDonald's, we go to one of the self kiosks, and in this McDonald's particularly, there are a ton of self kiosks because it's on the Strip. So there's going to be a ton of tourists coming in who want to, you know, just order their food and get the fuck out. So we walked up to them and walked up to one of them, and some of them weren't working, but there were still plenty open for people. So there was quite a few people in there, but there was about 3 or 4 that were still open. Like, we weren't hogging up the fucking kiosk. Just making that clear. So me and my partner are ordering. I didn't hear this personally, but this is what I heard from my partner. Some dude like walked up behind us or something, and basically he implied that we were hogging up the kiosk. He said something along the lines of, these bitches are hogging up the kiosk, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what she said because, like I said, I didn't hear this. But the girl that I was working with, I love her to death. If you're seeing this video, I love you. But she can get sort of angry sometimes. She did get very angry when this happened. And this is also a job that, you know, people fuck with you all the time. So you're just constantly on edge, you know. She said something to him, and they kind of start going at it. Eventually, she said something along the lines of, "You're broke." She said something alluding to she said something with the words, "You're broke," or something like that. Apparently, she said this really loud, and across the fucking McDonald's, some homeless lady heard her say, "You're broke," and this homeless lady, even though the conversation never involved this homeless lady, she got really fucking offended by this. And by the way, like, the dude that my partner was like talking shit to, he was not homeless. He was definitely a fucking tourist. Like, he did not look like my partner was not making fun of him for being broke because he looks broke. She just said something along the lines of that because we were at McDonald's, and I don't know. So wasn't like my partner was making fun of somebody who was homeless, but this homeless lady gets fucking pressed and is like, it just doesn't sit right with me that you're calling people broke, and just turns it into a whole fucking social justice warrior fucking shit, going on about, like, you don't know people's situation, blah, 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 when it wasn't even, like, literally my partner just said, "You're broke," but not just as an insult, just as a little jab at him, like he jabbed at us, calling us bitches. So my partner starts going off on her and is like, you don't even know the whole fucking story, like shut up, like why are you talking? And they're just like back and forth from across McDonald's, and I'm just like, okay, wow, this is fun. I wonder what's gonna fucking happen. I'm just waiting for my food, and eventually they call my number. These two are still going at it, and my partner's just telling her to like shut the fuck up, like this wasn't even like involving you, like can you shut up, like stay the fuck out of it. So they call my fucking number to get my food, and I walk up there, and as soon as I fucking turn around, like grab my food, turn around, I see fucking Metro, like Metro fucking police, like around my fucking partner. They weren't like detaining her or anything, but just like telling her she needs to leave. And so like I walk over there and I'm like, what's the problem? I don't really fuck with the police down there because they usually fuck with us like showgirls, like they're just fucking cunts to us. I come in and I'm like, what's the problem, officer? Like, and he's like, you guys need to leave, like you're causing a disturbance. And I forgot to mention, this lady was making threats to us, saying that like when we go outside she's gonna like beat our ass or some shit or whatever. They didn't escort her, the fucking problem causer, but they decided to escort us for defending ourselves, and like, you know, or she was defending herself. I think I said something at one point. I think I said something like shut up or some shit, but not to the extent of my partner. But even then, like my partner was simply just defending herself and telling her to stay the fuck out of it. Like this fucking homeless lady was the one, you know, making threats and shit. So basically after that, homeless lady doesn't get escorted, but we get escorted out. So that was fun. It doesn't end there. That same fucking night, not even 20 minutes later, we meet up with other girls who are in our company. So another set of 2 showgirls. We just start walking together as like a group of 4. And so we are walking like right outside the Lynx like casino, so Carnival Court. And this happens a lot. When you're showgirling, this happens a lot, like I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't like the first time this has ever happened, but I think just because of the energy in the air, this is what caused the outcome of what happened. When you're showgirling on the strip, a lot of people will try to take pictures of you, which I think is really like fucked up. You know, take pictures of you without paying you and just like be fucking weird about it. Some people just want a picture of you. Some people try to take pictures of your asses that are out. So, you know, people regardless, it's still fucking weird and it makes you uncomfortable. And I usually say like, hey, you're gonna pay for that, hey, can you not fucking do that, you know? But it happens. It's something that happens. But I totally don't blame my partner for or not my partner, one of the other girls, for freaking out the way that she did, because the energy was just there on that level that night. And so what had happened was a dude and his wife were walking this way, like towards us, and we were walking that way towards that, well, not, you know, just like walking past them. And this dude, per usual, takes out his phone, starts snapping pictures. So one of the girls that we were, you know, in a group of 4 with walks up to this dude, all pissed off, like, are you gonna delete that? Like, you better fucking delete that. And this guy's just kind of laughing in her face. That was a mistake on his end. So she grabs his fucking phone, and I've never seen a phone get so fucking demolished in such a fucking quick time span. Like, she grabs his fucking phone and just smacks that bitch on the fucking concrete, and I was shook. I didn't even know what to do. I just was like, I start laughing really fucking hard, and I'm just like, oh, I couldn't breathe because it just happened so fucking quickly, and this phone just all over the fucking concrete, just it's trash. Like, it's they definitely walked into the fucking Samsung store the next fucking day to get a new phone. I'm surprised they didn't fucking call the cops on us, because like we got really lucky with that shit. Like, oh my god, that shit was so funny. So this fucking wife and the dude fucking literally weren't even concerned with us. They run over to the phone like it's a fucking puppy that just got kicked or some shit. It's like, oh my god. And god, that shit, okay. I know when I said I laugh in like really fucked up situations, but low-key, like, I'm not saying they deserve that, but you live and you learn. Don't fuck with the showgirls on the strip. So the next story I have is called what I listed it as in my notes, throw up in Harrah's. So before I get into it, if you get really nauseous hearing about like people puking and shit, skip ahead because I go into detail about this shit, so skip ahead. Basically what had happened was we were having a rough night. It was the same partner I got escorted out of McDonald's. I worked with her a lot. Love you. Anyways, I think we were halfway through the shift, and so we stopped in Harrah's to just like, you know, mental reset, and just go to the bathroom, wash our dirty ass fucking hands from touching people's grimy ass fucking money. I don't know what exactly happened to where my partner was in the position that she was in, to where she was next to the entrance of the bathroom, because I don't know if we were leaving or not. I can't fucking remember. This happened like a few months ago. My partner was like near the entrance to the bathrooms inside of Harrah's. There was a cleaning lady that was right there, and my partner saw this older woman come in about to fucking vomit, and I guess my partner like pulled the cleaning lady out of the way, and then ended up, like, it all happened so fast. So my partner pulled the cleaning lady out of the way. This fucking older woman vomits, projectile fucking vomits all over the bathroom ground, and then my partner slips in that shit. And literally, I didn't even know what the fuck to do. My nervous laughter once again fucking kicked in because I'm a horrible person. And my poor partner fucking is drenched in this lady's fucking throw up. Like, I mean, the whole side of her that she'd slipped. Oh my god, I felt so fucking bad. I would have vomited if that shit happened, because I have such bad OCD with that shit. So I just knew that if that wasn't her and that was me, bitch, I would have been yakking myself. So then this poor fucking older woman, after she projectile vomits everywhere, walks into the bathroom stall, continues projectile vomiting. We're not really even focused on her. My poor partner is freaking the fuck out. We are by the fucking sinks. I'm taking fucking paper towels, putting soap on that bitch, and just rubbing it down her, like, trying to help shorty out, you know. All the meanwhile, we can hear this fucking woman just, and I'm just like, oh my god, this was probably the worst thing that could have fucking happened tonight. Like, wow, that's just how you know that it was a horrible fucking yeah, we get her cleaned up. I felt bad for the poor fucking cleaning lady that was having to clean up all this shit. And then her fucking supervisor came in and started bitching at her to clean it faster. Like, bruh, I would have quit right then and there. Like, don't fucking disrespect her. Like, she was so nice too. Like, oh my god. Then this fucking woman, the fucking vomiting lady, comes out of the stall. I like look in there, peek in it, bruh. That shit was fucking demolished. If I was that cleaning lady, I would have fucking quit that night. I would have quit that night for sure. Like, this bitch just ate a salad, and it's just fucking salad and carrots and fucking oh my god, bro. And she didn't even fucking make it in the toilet. It was like she threw up on herself, and it just like dripped down to the ground. And I was like, girl, you had a little bit too much fun in Vegas tonight. Like, damn. My partner, being the saint that she is, despite slipping and throw up, she goes up to the fucking vomiting lady and is like, do you need help? Like, let's call someone for you. Like, let me fucking help you out, because you can't walk through this casino alone. And so my partner got like the husband on the phone or some shit, and the husband came over and started like yelling at this poor fucking lady, like, damn, this is Vegas, like, y'all know what you're getting yourselves into. Like, people are gonna get fucking drunk and they're gonna, you know, vomit and shit. Like, this is the place to do it. So like, why are you yelling at your fucking wife? And my partner told him that and was like, you know, put his ass in check. He ended up being cool. He ended up being okay. So he wasn't fucking yelling at my partner, and he wasn't yelling at his old lady anymore. So this next one actually happened during the day, and I don't work during the day a lot. Actually, that's a lie. I don't work in the day on the Strip very often. I work during the day on Fremont. It was in front of Venetian. Me and my partner were just chilling, and we're just doing the basic showgirl thing, like, hey guys, like, showgirl photos, like, come get a picture with us, you know, outside of Venetian. And so we're just chilling, and I didn't even realize there was a promoter like 20 feet away from us, a good fucking distance. I didn't even realize there was a promoter that far away from us, because why would I? You're 20 feet away from me and I'm focused on my fucking money, bitch. Anyways, so we're just chilling, you know, doing the basic showgirl thing. Hey guys, how are you? Showgirl photos, let's get a picture. Oh, I see you red hot, you know, that shit. All of a sudden, my partner turns to me and she's like, do you see that? She's like, that guy just fucking threw a shoe at us. And I look around, and sure as shit, I see a fucking shoe on the ground. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm thinking like, it was some fucking like homeless dude across the street, because there was this homeless dude that was like being fucking weird in the fucking divider, fucking saying some random shit to us like 5 minutes prior. But she's like, no, the promoter. And so I was like, what the fuck? And so me thinking I'm big and fucking bad, fucking 10 foot tall, bulletproof bitch, I walk up to this fucking dude who's way fucking taller than me, can fucking, you know, rock my shit so fucking fast. And I'm like, hey, doesn't fucking answer. I'm like, hey, did you throw a shoe at me? He starts fucking going off. Like, this dude, I think he was fucking deranged or something. Sorry, mini snack breaks. These are really fucking good. But I think he was fucking deranged or some shit. Because he starts literally 0 to fucking 100. From ignoring me to fucking cussing me out. And saying I'm fucking up his hustle. And that we're a bunch of fucking bitches and shit. Yeah, I fucking threw that shoe at you. Like, just absolutely fucking throwing out fucking threats left and fucking right, like it's Oprah's fucking candle shit. Anyways, I was like kind of taken aback, because I was just ready to have like a like civil conversation, like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Don't fucking do that shit. But then I start going off on him, and I'm like, I'll fucking pepper spray you, bitch, like fucking try me, like I'm gonna get security in your fucking ass, and now I'll really fuck up your hustle, like fucking try me, bitch. Yeah, we ended up getting security. Don't know what they did about it, because our shift was about to end anyways. But yeah, that was that. This one's gonna be a little bit more of a happy one. It was me and my homegirl, the one from the first 2 fucking story times. That night, it was actually a good night for us. I say actually, but a lot of the story times I have with her, it's just like crazy shit. But that's something weird about us, is that anytime we showgirl together, just like weird shit happens, whether it's really good shit or really fucked up shit. Like crazy shit happens when we're together. I don't know if it's the Taurus Cancer energy, but I must work with you. We were chilling in front of Paris, you know, being like the basic showgirl shit. Hey guys, how are ya? Showgirl photos, that shit. This dude comes up to us and he's like, how much is it for a photo? And we're just like, oh, it's just a tip. And so he's like, okay, great. So I don't want like the basic like photos. Like I want to do hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I think that's what it is. I don't know what that's from, but I've heard of it. I want to do that. And I was like, we were like, oh, okay, like keeping it interesting. Okay, let's do that. So we take the picture with him and we start talking, because he was a really nice dude, and this is just what us showgirls do. We usually just like ask them like, oh, where are you from? What do you do for work? That type of shit. And I asked him like, where is he from? And he told me he lives in LA right now. And usually when people tell me that they live in LA, because me being the bitch that I am, I want to move to California, I'm like, what's your job? What do you do? Because I'm like thinking of ideas like, how am I gonna live there? Like, how am I gonna be able to afford that shit? Like, tell me your fucking occupation. You wanna know what he tells us? What his fucking occupation is? Oh, I just am an editor for Netflix. What? What do you mean you edit for Netflix? Like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? I was like, no wonder you can fucking afford to live in LA. Like, that's fucking big money right there. We eventually just like really start like talking with him about it, and just, you know, have a good conversation with him about it. And he was really fucking cool. He ended up asking like, how much do I give you for tip? We're like, oh, it's usually, you know, $60 per girl, whatever. He gave it to us. No fucking questions asked. That is a good man right there. Like, that is a good man. And like, thank you to that kind sir. I'm not gonna say your name for privacy reasons, but thank you, Netflix editor, for being so nice to us that night. I will forever remember that, and I will always have the picture in my fucking phone. And I follow him on Instagram, and he follows me back. So yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. So that's a positive one. This one's gotta be like one of the more recent ones. Not really recent, because like I said, I don't usually like work on the Strip anymore. I usually work on Fremont now, but this was probably one of the last times I was working on the Strip. This was during monsoon season. So if you're not from Vegas, we have things called monsoons. Basically what that is, it's like Vegas's little fun-size hurricanes. That's how I'm gonna describe it. It's really powerful thunderstorms that just absolutely fucking torrential downpour on our fucking desert baby asses. Because we're not built for that type of shit. Our shit gets fucked up and shit floods and shit is just crazy. Like, I was working and it was during monsoon season, and so it had been raining like a bit, but that night it said like maybe 30% chance or some shit of like rain or like thunderstorm. And so we're just like, oh, whatever, like, not gonna stop it from the fucking money, so we're gonna go work. We're not even like 30 minutes into the shift. We're standing over by Link Carnival Court area once again, where a lot of shit happens apparently. Some dude wanted a picture with us, and so we took a picture with him, and we were talking with him for a while. And then it started to like sprinkle, so we get more under. If you have been to Carnival Court, we go more under like the Link thing, which was kind of risky for showgirls because the Link's kind of fucking weird about showgirls. But you know, it was raining, so we didn't want to get the feathers wet. So we're just gonna wait for the sprinkling to like go away, and then we go back out. But we don't want to get the feathers wet because I'm not trying to pay for that, you know. All of a sudden, it just starts fucking pouring, and I mean like pouring, bitch. Like, we were taking a shower at that point. Vegas was taking a shower. Oh my fucking god, that had never happened to me before on shift. We don't really know what the fuck to do because the owners of our company are like out themselves, like showgirling. So we're just like chilling under this fucking thing for Link for a good like 20 minutes, and it's getting worse. Like, it is literally like people aren't even like outside of like Carnival Court now. They're all like underneath each like little casinos thing. So like they were either underneath the fucking bar thing that Carnival Court has or whatever, or they were underneath Harrah's thing, or they were all like fucking jam-packed like sardines under the Link like we were. Eventually, like, we just start like talking to the people next to us, like, oh my god, this is crazy. And I met some really cool dude that was there. If he sees this video for some reason, I know you follow me on Instagram, but I still remember you. Like, you're really fucking cool. We start talking to him, and then the owners of our company get there. They were like, okay, like, we're gonna have to run through this to get into Harrah's so we can get picked up, because we were gonna get picked up by another friend or some shit to get drove back to our fucking cars that were all the way like down in Wynn. If you know anything about Vegas, like, that's far to walk in the rain. Like, we couldn't do that shit. We fucking sort of book it to Harrah's, like, go across, but we're in fucking 6-inch heels, bitch. You know, we didn't want to slip on the fucking flood that's literally below us. We fucking run our asses into Harrah's, and we're frantically looking for the fucking, not valet, but like pickup or whatever, and we eventually find it, and we get picked up by one of the owner's friends, and thank God for her, because she saved us that night. That shit was crazy. That shit was fucking wild. And literally the entire time she's like driving us to our cars, like, it is so fucking flooded. I was scared. Like, I saw one of the parking garages for like Harrah's or some shit, and like the entire bottom of it, it looked like the Titanic. Like, it looked like scenes from Titanic where that shit is flooding the fucking hallways. Like, that shit was crazy. But we eventually got to our cars, and by the time we got to our cars, that shit stopped. So that was cool, I guess. Yeah, definitely a lot of crazy shit happens when you're a showgirl. That's all for my fucking story time. I'm sure there's more that I just can't remember, because when I was really consistently doing it, like all the time, I would come home to my boyfriend and just be like, every day a new fucking story. Like every fucking day there was some fucking shit that happened. Yep, I hope you enjoyed, and if you're looking to be a Las Vegas showgirl yourself, maybe this helped you with knowing some of the wild shit that can happen out there. So yeah, I will see y'all next video.